Hello Lancers, I'd like to share some information with you about the plans and requirements for chapel in this upcoming school year. Chapel is an important part of the student experience and one we consider essential in accomplishing our mission. While adjustments have been made to make chapel possible, I still believe students will enjoy the same experience they have had for years here at Grace College. I'm so grateful that we are committed to a chapel experience that still provides the opportunity to be together while also considering safety and responsibility. This is an important video for all students, both new and returning, to pay attention to, since there's a lot of new information regarding chapel. First things first, what are the requirements for chapel this school year? Students will now be asked to earn or complete 12 chapel credits per session. Students are able to earn chapel credits in several different ways. Allow me to outline the ways in which students can earn chapel credits. The first way is through MOCC in-person chapels, which is worth 1 chapel credit. Chapel services will be provided in the Manahan Orthopedic Capital Center from 10:30 a.m. to 11:20 a.m. on most Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Students should expect to hear a combination of messages directly from Scripture, along with topics that are considered important to a well-informed Christian, student, and citizen. Additionally, some chapels will consist of testimonies, roundtable discussions, videos, artistic performances, as well as several other formats. The second way to earn chapel credit is through viewing live-streamed or pre-recorded chapels. These are worth 1 chapel credit. Students will have the opportunity to earn a portion of their chapel credits through viewing live-streamed or pre-recorded chapel services. These viewings will be primarily of the chapel services held in the MOCC. The third way to earn chapel credit is through growth groups, which is worth half a chapel credit. Every Wednesday evening, growth group leaders across campus provide opportunities for their halls to come together to connect, learn, and grow spiritually. Students will have the opportunity to earn a portion of their chapel credits through attending growth groups. The fourth and final way to earn chapel credit is through virtual prayer meetings, which are worth half a chapel credit. Virtual prayer meetings will be offered bi-weekly for our students. These meetings will focus on prayer as well as other spiritual disciplines. Students will have the opportunity to earn a portion of their chapel credits through attending these virtual prayer meetings. We will no longer count how many absences you have used in chapel. Rather, we will count how many chapel credits you have earned within a session. Remember that you must earn 12 chapel credits per session. There are also a few extra notes about earning chapel credits that you need to know. First, you must earn a minimum of 6 chapel credits from in-person MOCC chapel services. This amounts to around 1 in-person chapel service per week. This is important to note since there is a capacity limit for MOCC chapels in order to provide a measure of physical distancing for students during chapel. Number 2, since you must earn a minimum of 6 chapel credits through MOCC in-person chapels, that means you can earn a maximum of 6 chapel credits using the other means I previously explained. Many students in the past were granted exemptions from chapel due to work or other circumstances. In our new system, exemptions will not be granted. We will now allow students to apply for a waiver from the in-person chapel requirement. It is important to note that if you are granted a waiver, you will still be responsible to earn 12 chapel credits per session. Your waiver does not negate the requirement. Rather, it allows you to earn your credits in the other ways already discussed. If you believe you need a chapel waiver from in-person chapels, you can find the application for a chapel waiver on the portal. Log into the portal with your Grace email and password and then click on the Campus Life tab. There you will find a link to the waiver. Recording your attendance in order to earn chapel credit is essential. I'm excited to announce that we are providing a brand new attendance platform for you to record and track your progress in earning chapel credits each session. Attendance for chapel will now be done through the I Attended app, which is pictured behind me. Please take the time now to download the app to your phone. In this app, you'll be able to view the chapel schedule, reserve your spot for in-person chapels, record your attendance at chapel services, and track your progress in earning chapel credits. You will always be able to check your progress in real time in the I Attended app. One important note to remember is that we will have a capacity limit for each in-person chapel in the MOCC. This means that you will need to reserve your seat in chapel through the I Attended app. You may not be able to attend chapel if there are no seats left, which will be shown in the app and will update in real time. We will have a small number of overflow seats available each day chapel is offered. The setup for MOCC in-person chapels will look a little different this school year in order to maximize our space and provide opportunity for students to experience chapel together. When in attendance for chapel in the MOCC, please follow these guidelines. First, you may sit in any of the bleacher seats available in the arena. Second, you must keep a minimum of 3 seats between you and the people you are sitting next to, regardless of friend group, relationship status, team connection, or family unit. Seats will be blocked off so you don't have to worry about where you are able to sit. And third, we will skip every other row of seats as shown behind me. Lastly, face coverings will be required for all students, staff, and faculty who are in attendance at chapel in the MOCC. Masks are required for chapel before you enter the building and may need to be worn in approaching the MOCC depending on your distance from other students. While this may not be your favorite thing to hear, I want you to know that I believe chapel is worth what inconveniences we may experience. I believe we're going to have a powerful and impactful semester of chapel. I cannot wait to journey through the book of Proverbs. See what I did there? I'm also looking forward to engaging in thoughtful dialogue about important topics and worship together as a campus community. I believe chapel will be a place for you to connect with God and with your fellow classmates. Being together is something none of us are taking for granted, and I can't wait to be with you all again in chapel.